I guess we live, y'all. Hey, everybody, everybody. Yeah. Rock your body. I think
Okay.
it's Streets back. All right. We're back here at TTNT where we have the livest audience on this side of the South. Give yourself a round. Always, he always does it. Give yourselves a round of applause. Yes. Hello, Mr. Titus Glenn. Say hello to everybody. And I'm one of your co-hosts, Miss Madam Secretary. And we always want to acknowledge that we have another host, Takara Glenn. I mean, not Takara Glenn.
Our Glenn.
Takara Hyde. Takara Hyde, who is not with us today, but we sincerely miss and love her, and we'll be seeing her back very soon. Let's get into it. Here at TTNT, we spotlight independent artists, entrepreneurs, and everyday people. We here are ready to get the day started. Titus, are you ready for a game?
I'm ready. Sure. It's weird without having Takara here. Pretty much
I'm
it's
glad
like
you I'm glad you said it.
it's
Yes.
like that last the I'm forever in Family Feud in the final round.
Okay.
Like she's behind the scenes.
Yes, she is. Hopefully
I'm
she's in the
going.
Facebook group. Make sure you're looking so that she can answer her questions. Or we'll make sure our Facebook family helps us out with those. Okay, so we're gonna get started, okay? So we surveyed some women, and I want you to let us know one thing that a woman would say they would want to hold of Leonardo DiCaprio's.
So one thing that they want to hold.
Hold for him.
Oh, his jacket.
Okay. That was actually one of them. He's a celebrity. Women would love for him to just throw his jacket and give it to them. Facebook family or whoever we have in the audience, we're gonna give y'all a few minutes, not a few minutes, a few seconds, but name something that women will want to hold that belongs to Leonardo DiCaprio. Tell us, Titus, what's in the chat?
What's in the chat? Nothing yet. But let's go with his ring.
I don't know why they want to hold this ring. Okay, let's keep it moving.
Somebody in the chat
We
said his hands.
That is correct. That is correct. Come on,
I was
Chad.
gonna say that. I was gonna say
Yeah,
that.
they want to hold his hand. That is correct. All right, Titus, we surveyed some women and let us know what they said. What would they like to hold of Leonardo DiCaprio's?
Mm, his shoe.
A shoe, really? Like they just drinking out of his shoe, I guess. Let's try another one. We surveyed some women. Let us know what they want to hold of Leonardo DiCaprio's.
Somebody put in the chat his face.
I like to hold his face. Well, we're gonna give you a clap. That's not it, but we can see how that would be one.
His his hair.
They want to hold his hair. Yes. I don't know if they can hold his hair, but they can run their fingers. But hair is one of them. Okay. We surveyed 100 women. Titus, let us know something that they would want to hold of Leo. Think about it. Leonardo DiCaprio, this is award-winning actor. What would they want to hold of Leonardo DiCaprio's?
Let's say his award.
His award, yes. That is correct. All right, we got two more. Titus Glenn and Facebook family, you guys let us know what is something that someone would want to hold,
Well,
preferably a woman, of Leonardo DiCaprio's.
somebody put in the chat his man parts.
That is that. Yes. Yes, we have one more answer on the board. We surveyed 100 women, and this answer was a little shocking to me, but maybe. We surveyed 100 women. What would they say they want to hold of Leonardo DiCaprio's?
Well, if it's any more freaky women out there, his bottom.
I can see that.
Was that the answer?
No, the last answer was keys. They want to hold his keys.
Um,
Yes, they want to hold his keys, and that is our game. Titus Glenn, tell me something. If we surveyed 100 people, what would they want to hold of Titus Glenn's? What do you have that somebody may want to hold?
apparently my hair.
Hey, that that is show everybody your hair, Titus.
Y'all,
Show everybody,
so
show
y'all, I'm
everybody
getting
the
ready. I'm getting
length.
ready. I'm getting ready to cut it.
Show them,
But
show them.
my
You
friends
guys
are
stand
trying
up
to
a little bit
convince
because we
me.
can't see it.
My
We
friends are
can't
trying to.
see it. It's down to the buttons, y'all. It's down to the buttons.
It's
There you go.
my friends are trying to convince me to keep it, and I think it's time for a cut.
That is correct. Come on, Titus. Give me two more. What is something that somebody would want to hold of yours?
My keys.
I know. Titus, you don't party like that. I don't think nobody wants your keys, buddy. What is
Uh,
something else that somebody may want to hold?
my catalog of songs.
I believe so. I believe so. We get yes, you get stopped all the time. All the time.
Oh, somebody says my time.
Okay, I can see
My
that.
time.
They want you for your time, friend. Who else? What else they say? Give us a name. Who is in the chat? Give a shout out to the people in the chat from
Um,
tonight's show.
Takara High, we want to shout you out. Pauline Blakely, we want to shout you out. Dewana Wedlow, we want to shout you out. Some guy named Denelli, whoever he is, we want to shout him out. Uh, so yeah,
All
we
right. Thank you guys for joining our Facebook family. And we look forward to this show actually showing up on YouTube as well as a request from the guests. So if you want to view tonight's show, make sure you comment, like, subscribe if you're on YouTube, and or tune in on YouTube as well,
absolutely.
because we have a request to have it on YouTube today. And that is our game. I'm going to pass it over to Titus for our commercial break.
All right, y'all, we are in it for real. This is TTNT, where we spotlight indie artists, entrepreneurs, and everyday people. So we're here. We got some amazing conversations that we're going to be having, and it's regarding some young girls and what they're going to be, what this particular lady is going to be helping the young girls do, what they're going to be in. So if you got a daughter or a teenage girl, or you're a parent or somebody you know a parent or teenage girls, go ahead and tag them in the video tonight so we can get this conversation started. So we're going to get right into our commercial break, and we're going to go to our indie artist. This is Andre Simmons Franklin. I belong to you, and I did have the song set. I just want to make sure you guys can hear it. So I'm going to go ahead and share the sound so you guys can hear it as I play it. All right, all right. Well, here we go. Andre Simmons, I belong to you.
Father, we give you our hearts and we give you our minds, God. Father, I say yes to your will and I say yes to your way. Just have your way, oh God. Our hearts. Have your way. lift those hands. Let's go to worship real quick. Come on, I need you to help me. Come on. It's real simple. Hey, hey, hey. Yep. I belong to you, yeah. I wrote this on a piece of paper. I said, and I give you my heart, I give you my life, belong to you, belong to you. And I give you my heart, I give you my life, belong to you, belong to you. Yes, Lord. Hey, and I give you my heart, everybody say I belong to you, oh God. I just need worshipers right here. Hey, hey, hey. Come on, everybody say it. I belong, say it. Here we are, Father. Yeah. Everybody, and I give you my heart, say, say, hey, give you my heart, yeah. Oh my God, hey, and I give you my heart, give you my life, hey. But I don't want to miss you. I give you my life, oh God, yeah. Hey, I'm yours forever. I'm yours forever. Hey, I'm yours forever. I'm yours forever. Everybody say, come on, let's declare it in the earth. Come on. That I'm yours, oh God.
All right.
All right, come on. The audience show is loud tonight.
Listen, you paid them on time, friend.
On time, and you can hear them.
Yes.
Listen, they getting their money's worth. Listen, we gonna keep them
Yes.
on payroll because they loud
Yes.
and they showed up on time. That's what's
Yes.
up. You must have told them, hey, y'all gotta be a little close to
If
this.
they want to keep their W-2s rolling.
But y'all, let's get into the show. Welcome our guest for tonight, none other than Miss Lisa Blakely herself.
Hello,
Yeah.
hello, hello. Can you hear me?
We hear you
Yes,
right.
we can hear
Yes.
you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me on the show. I'm just ecstatic to be here. There were some technical difficulties, but God, I'm here. I'm so glad.
Hey, you look great. Thank you for joining us
Well,
tonight.
thank you. Thank you. You know, I knew that Titus was going to come hard, and I knew that Tamara was going to be even harder. So I tried to just do a little something to make myself stand out among greatness.
Listen, we need to see that. Keep that on. A lot of the young girls need to see that.
They need to see this.
crown.
Okay.
Yes, they do. So their crown will be
Okay.
tilted, honey. They need to see how it's supposed to go. Yes.
Well, I am the current Miss United America for Texas.
Oh.
So I wear my little crown and my sash whenever I get a chance to. So I thought I would just start it off with that.
Okay.
That's what's up. You know, I didn't know that. I think we've been in company 2 times now, and
Yes.
we haven't had the conversation at like what you do, you know, how you got started. So let's have a conversation now. Like, you know, how did you get into? For those that don't know, we are talking pageants tonight. So if you got a young girl that even if she doesn't have a talent, but she could use this experience, or if you have questions about pageants, go ahead and put that stuff in the chat, tag somebody so we can have this conversation.
Get them right.
So talk to us tonight. Like, how did you get into pageantry? Did I say that right?
Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. Well, I can tell you a story. When I was younger, a lot younger, I had this best friend who was light skinned, beautiful. I thought the world of her. And
Okay.
I had no confidence whatsoever. So I would sit in the tub and I would try to scrub my skin to make myself lighter. As a young person, you don't understand where your skin color comes from and all that kind of good stuff. So I wanted to be like my friends. And I just thought she was just so beautiful and so popular. And I was just so blessed to be her friend. And I was. So fast forward to my senior year. And I had no confidence whatsoever. My mother tried to instill confidence in me and told me to run for my high school queen, which was Miss Grambling High. And I already knew that my best friend was running. So I didn't think I had a chance in heck to be Miss Grambling High. I did not want to run, but my mother offered me a car. She bribed me and said, if you run, you'll get a car. So I did. I changed my mind really quickly and I ran for Miss Grambling High, not thinking that I was going to win or anything, but I didn't. I did not win. I came in second, but I was only 6 votes behind my best friend. And I was just ecstatic. Like that just changed the whole world for me. I didn't even think people would vote for me. So when that happened, a lot of people came out of the woodworks. I wish you had won and all this kind of stuff. So I was just so glad to be first runner up. Well, the high school pageant came around and my best friend, Marsha, couldn't go to the high school pageant. It just was a conflict in her schedule. So they asked me if I wanted to attend down in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Oh, wow. And of course, I had trepidation. I was afraid, but I went down there and I just thought the girls were so beautiful. They were so poised. They had all been involved in pageantry and things like that. They knew how to sit, how to walk. I had no idea what I was doing there. But when I got into that first pageant, I was bit by the bug. And so you couldn't stop me after that. So I didn't win there either. So that's my message to girls who attend my pageants and maybe they don't win the first time. Keep trying, because what it did was created a beast. So when I went to college at Grambling College, I ran against Marshall, my best friend, for Miss Freshman. And guess who won? I won. And that's because my confidence had done a 360, like it just totally changed. And I became, myself. I wasn't in the shadow of anyone. As a matter of fact, our friendship didn't last very long after that, but it was okay. I no longer needed to ride anyone's coattails. I was happy with myself. I'm so glad that now our young girls have beautiful, positive images. My hair was kinky. It's always been long, but it was kinky and her hair was straight. And I was just like, I don't understand how I, came into these features that I now love, but I didn't at the time. Wow. I can say that.
So tell us about that, going through this space of not loving yourself. Can you talk to that for those that are watching and they don't feel like they don't like what they see in the mirror?
Right. And Titus, I do believe that we're always going to have things that we want to work on to make ourselves better. Somebody told me in high school I had a 5 head, not a 4 head, but a 5 head. And so, we talked about each other. We joined on each other. It was nothing like it is now because they have social media that kind of compounds our image of ourselves. For sure. Unfortunately, we want to look like the Kardashians and we want to look like people that we see on social media. And we don't know what has gone into that image that they have created. Sure. So my message to girls is to just be yourself. Love what God has given you. Love the space that you're in right now. And the way that you do that is not like you wake up one morning and you love yourself. It's how you talk to yourself, how you feed your mind with different messages. So if you wake up in the morning and say, does my hair look okay? I wonder how today's going to go. Or do you wake up and say, I am a boss lady. I am going to raise my hand. I don't care what the teacher says. I know my stuff. I'm just that smart. I'm intelligent. I'm a child of the Most High God. Do you say, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me? Those types of things. You feed yourself those positive messages. And that's how you learn to love yourself. And so I'm very concerned about some of the music and some of the social media images that people see, because, I just think it feeds a negative impression of a young lady. So that's how pageantry was started in my life. And that's what I want to give to younger girls now.
Cool. I will relinquish my stand and see if my co-host has anything that she want to ask.
I'm sorry, I missed it. I didn't hear you. What did you say?
It's never good when he relinquishes his things. It just doesn't go good after that. Like I said, as long as the stand stays, everything is good. When he starts passing the ball, then things go crazy. So I love that the whole time you were talking, your crown never tilted. You wear it like it's a piece of clothing, but it's a crown, right? It's something that you put on. But you were talking about beauty and confidence, but I want to talk to the inner beauty, that internal, and I don't even want to talk to you, the high school you, right? I wanted you to go back to when you were a little girl, because the first person I know for me that it really mattered if she said I was beautiful was my mom, right? Because it came from somewhere. There's a blueprint of something. If it's not the Kardashians, which I actually really like the Kardashians because I think they work really hard on their confidence. And so you see the outside. A lot of people just see the outside and they don't necessarily see the inside. But I want to go back to where it first started. Did you wear the heels? Because I know that was me. I was in her heels. I was in her makeup, perfume, squirting it. So how did it start when you were little? Did you start off with the big dresses? How was that with your mom?
I did not start off with the big dresses. And I had never even seen like a real beautiful gown on someone until I was a senior in high school. And I saw all of these young ladies with those dresses, and everybody just looked so beautiful and blinged. And we didn't even know what kind of dress to have. So I didn't fit in at all. But my mother has always been vibrant, effervescent, exuberant. And I always admired her and her beauty, because she could talk to anybody. She never met a stranger. And I just was not that type of person. I was the type of person that was like, let me go to the car. Let me just. And the only time that I felt worthy of anything was when I was around my best friends, is because she brought all of the attention, and there I was in the midst of everything, So I didn't start to come out. And that's why I'm giving girls opportunities at earlier ages, just because I didn't have this until I was a senior in high school. So my hair, let's talk about that. My mother wouldn't allow me to get a permanent, which everybody had a perm at the time. And so my hair was big, and I was a majorette. I used to do the baton. And when we would have those games on Friday nights, my hair would just grow to the biggest afro you've ever seen before. And I was always resentful, because the hair would just not do what I wanted it to do. It was just not.
Were you resentful to your mom? Were you resentful that your hair wasn't like everyone else's?
My hair probably was like everyone else's, but she wouldn't let me get a perm. So sometimes I would get my hair pressed, on Sundays, on special occasions. She would press my hair. The woes of getting your hair pressed. Titus, you probably
yes,
don't.
I do. That forehead.
I've heard. I don't know, but I've heard.
That forehead burn, baby. That forehead was.
We're not gonna even talk about the stench, the grease and hair down and whatever. Yeah. But whatever it takes, I just wanted.
Did you realize there was a method to the madness? Because as we transition into, what you do now and how you really, encourage young girls to be, beautiful and confident and, resilient and radiant. I know for me, and I've had this conversation with my son here recently this week, was that I thought I could parent me better than me. There was just something inside my head that told me I had it. And so then the question, why you do this? So when I hear you talk about your hair and how she wouldn't let you get a perm, we thank your mama today that you didn't get no perm, because if you had a perm, you wouldn't have what you got today.
That is so true. That's so true.
Yes. So what would you tell a young girl now that says, you know, I don't like, my mom gives me so many rules, she has so much structure. What would you tell her today?
I would just say in many cases, mom knows best. In many cases, mom knows best. And the reason she knows best is because she is experienced and you're not. And I know that as teenagers, we think we know everything. We think we know more than the adults. But truly, truly, my mother knew best about, you know, what to do with my hair. Now, she did allow me when I got to college to get a permanent. And now I wish I'd never, ever got a perm. But she felt like, you know, you're growing up. I guess I'll let you have a little bit of your independence and your freedom. And I got a permanent. And so transitioning back out of a perm is very, very difficult. But, you know, I'm just so happy about the positive images. We see, you know, Black girls with their afro, we see the curls, the coils, the kinks, we see it all. And it's just so positive for our young girls. So now when I see a full head of hair, I'm just so complimentary to those young ladies. But my mother was my first influence. Mm-hmm. Like she dared me, even though I did not get a car because I didn't win. She told me, you have to run for Miss Freshman now. And you have to get a scholarship to go to Grambling. It was like the field goal the goal line kept moving back.
Yeah, the goal kept moving. Yeah. Yeah.
But I finally go ahead.
Oh, no. You said you finally keep going. Keep going. I have one more question.
I got a new car. I ran for Miss Freshman and won. I got a scholarship to Grambling State University for academics, and I kept it for that first year. And when, you know, we all would gather at my grandmother's house in Doyline, Louisiana, the country, but I used to love it. And under this tree was this white Beretta with a big red bow. So I had finally gotten my car. And prior to that, I had a Cutlass Supreme hand-me-down that would run out of gas because the gas meter wouldn't work. So it would run out of gas and I would be stuck on the side of the road. But, you know, that was typical, you know, high school, college, you know, you run out of gas. And now the gas is what? $5.
Run out of gas if you want to, baby. You're going to walk for the next week. Okay. So I just had one more question. You said that you are Miss Texas. You're one of the runners in Miss Texas. Can I see your sash one more time?
Sure.
We see. Yes, there we go. Show it. There we go. Okay, so is there anything else? Did you run in the Miss America pageant?
I did. I ran in the Miss Louisiana America system, and I got all the way to second runner-up. And that was really, really good for a Black contestant. So I will say that, you know, we had our struggles, and it was, they wanted you to be this big, girl, like, you know, no weight, no hips, you know how we have it. Okay. Yeah. Now things are changing because they want the young ladies to be healthy, and they want them to have some weight, not just be total anorexic. You know, those types of girls. But back then it was shunned upon for you to have hips and a butt and, you know, other qualities.
Yeah. So I also want to speak to, because you just said something that is very, very important and we don't take very lightly. You talked about anorexia. So I want to talk about, when people think of beauty queen, they think of being, you know, just full of themselves. I want you to talk right now to the substance of, you know, who you are. I know you a little bit, so I know that there's more to you than just beauty. And so can you tell me some more about the core values that you embody and that you want to instill into some girls?
Okay. Well, thank you for saying that. I appreciate that, because I usually, when I'm talking about myself or any of my girls, I never talk about beauty. But I do believe that beauty comes in all shapes, all sizes, all ages. You know, my mother is in her 80s and she is the most beautiful thing I've seen walking around. So I want to celebrate that with the pageant. So it doesn't matter your size. It doesn't matter your shape. What I'm trying to do is instill confidence in these young ladies. And so we have in the pageant a glamour goddess competition. And this is for ladies who are, I don't want to say of a certain age, but I would say ladies of elegance. Mm-hmm. So we go all the way up to 100 years old. And we want these ladies to come and strut their stuff and be role models for the younger girls. But what I'm trying to do is have that inner beauty just exude. And so it doesn't matter what this looks like. And I know that sometimes we might look at somebody and judge that person based upon how they look, but that's not what I ask my judges to do. I ask them to look at her poise, look at her grace, look at her personality, those types of things. And it's not about, I don't ever say we have a beauty pageant. We have a scholarship pageant. So girls are vying for scholarship dollars. The girl who won last year, the $500 scholarship, she is in Richmond, Virginia, going to school. She has a 4.0. She's pre-med. She's almost a senior, and she's going to go on to med school. And those are the stories that I like to highlight because that's beautiful to me. Keeping that scholarship, doing what you have to do to make it out there. So I don't believe in one particular beauty. I love, ladies with short hair, ladies with long hair, ladies who are thick, ladies who are thin. But, it doesn't matter. It's about that person, what she has going on inside. So that's my idea.
I love that. Well, thank you so much. I think it may be time for a commercial break. We want to make sure that we are mindful to everything. And then when we come back, we have a game for you if you'll stick around. So I'll pass it to Titus Glenn for our commercial break. But you answered every question amazingly. And listen, it seems like you're still on the stage answering these questions, walking down the aisle. So,
I'm not trying to.
I'll pass.
I'm totally laid back with you all. You guys have made me feel, amazing. So thank you. Thank you.
All right. That's good.
So we're going to get ready and get into another indie artist. Definitely when we come back, we'll do a game. And then we want to talk about the actual pageant to what's going on and what the expectations will be so that our listening audience will be able to get more information and get more people, get more girls into the pageant. So let's dive into, we haven't heard this song in a while. Let's go into Robert Hawkins' Happy.
Come on. If you're happy tonight, let me see you clap your hands. Come on. Clap your hands, everybody. Come on. If you're happy tonight, say happy. You know it. Listen, let me see you clap your hands. Let me see you clap if you're happy. Come on, if you're happy, say happy. Come on, you know it. Let me see you clap your hands. Let me see you clap your hands if you're happy. If you know it. We got a question to ask you tonight. The Lord has blessed you, made you whole and kept you. Been a friend when you was lonely. He woke you up this morning. Everybody, let's bless him. The Lord's giving you joy, peace, and happiness. Listen, I said clap your hands if you're happy tonight. Clap your hands if you're happy tonight. Clap your hands if you're happy tonight. Come on. If you're happy, you know it. Listen, say let me see you clap your hands. Let me see you clap if you're happy. Time, yeah. If you're happy and you know it, come on, listen, say, let me see you clap your hands. If you're happy, come on, where you at over there? If you know it, come on. Let me ask you that same question. Listen, the Lord has blessed you, made you whole and kept you. Been a friend when you was lonely. He woke you up this morning. Stand on your feet and praise him. Everybody, let's bless him. Lord's giving you joy, peace, and happiness. Come on, say, clap your hands to the beat. Come on, let me see you clap your hands. Let me see you clap if you're happy. Come on and say, if you know it. Come on. Let me see you clap your hands. Come on and clap your hands to the beat. Come on, say, come on. I see you
Love it, love it, love it.
Yes, 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 yes.
This audience, I'm telling you, they have not been this loud. They
As
must be.
soon as you paid them, they just started to come through.
They just be coming.
Yes. Are we
Okay,
ready for
so
the
we're
game?
back. I'm gonna give it back to Madam Secretary. Y'all give it up. She's doing such a phenomenal job. Her lashes are standing on tonight, so you know this show is everything.
Beautiful.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for bringing it back to me and giving me a compliment. Titus is the first of few. Okay, so Miss Lisa Blakely, we have. Oh my goodness, you guys, look at her background. She got a trophy back there, and it's bigger than her. It's bigger than her, and we see quite a few crowns and some flowers. Listen, that is a proud accomplishment. We are so happy to still have you here on the show. I wanted to ask you a question as we start in our game. There was I want to say award show, but there was a pageant slash, I don't know what to call it, when you have everybody from everywhere around the world. Is it Mrs. What is it called?
Universe.
Universe, Miss Universe. Okay. So in 2015, there was something that happened at Miss Universe. Can you tell me what happened?
Well, I don't know what you're referring to. It's not coming to my mind.
Okay.
Give me a
In
little bit of a hint.
2015, there was a host that made a very big mistake
Oh,
on
yeah,
Miss
Steve Harvey.
Universe. Steve Harvey. Yes, it was.
Yes.
Yes, it was. What was that mistake?
Well, he called the wrong winner. So
Yes.
sometimes they'll put the first runner up on the little card, or sometimes they'll put the winner on the card. So which one do you say first? They're both standing there. So you say the winner. He called the wrong one, but he immediately apologized. And he
Yes, he
told,
did.
he could have just let the mistake happen, and everything
Right.
would have stayed the same. So I do
So,
admire that.
okay. So, my question to you is, if you were in those shoes, what would you do? And I mean, he apologized immediately after, but what would you do? What's your go to? What would you have done?
Oh my goodness. Never let them see you sweat is one of the mottos.
Okay.
So I would do exactly what he did. I would immediately apologize. We're all human. We make mistakes. It could have been a little bit confusing for him, being the host. But guess what he did? He came back the next year and he, dropped the mic. He didn't make any mistakes. He was perfect on the next go round. And so that's what we do. We dust ourselves off and we
Yep.
go start over again. So
I
I
love that
applaud
song.
him for that. And he's an excellent
Okay.
host. He's an excellent
Yes,
host.
he is. Well, you know what? He hosts a bunch of shows, so he knows how to act under pressure, and we
That's
do. I mean, that's my uncle. Just letting you know.
right.
Uh,
Well, no,
we,
he's a judge too, right? He is a
yes,
judge.
he is. Yes, he is.
Talk about
And one of the hosts on one of my favorite shows, The Family Feud. Okay, so we got that out of the way. I want to know if you know, what is the nationality of 2021's winner, Miss
I,
Universe?
I do not. I do not know. And I want to call a name, say what I think it is, but I don't
Okay.
know. Do you know?
Yes, I'm gonna ask you the first and the third. The first one was an Indian woman, which is
Mhm.
amazing. And the third runner-up was an Afro. She was from South Africa. Yes. So
Yes. Well,
very,
the
very.
last year the South African lady won, and she
Mhm.
looked just like me and you. And she was the first one who said, "I know that I don't typically represent what you would think of beauty. I'm not your
Mhm.
typical idea of beauty, but I am here and I represent all young women." She had short hair, and she was, a dark chocolate, beautiful girl. So, as a matter of fact, last year we had the Miss Universe. I'm sorry, Miss Universe, Miss USA, and Miss America were all Black. So we have made some strides, and
Yeah.
it's good. It's really, really good. So
I
thank you.
needed you to point that out. I had to go in. I needed you to point that out because that's a very big accomplishment from where we came when you said that it was when you spoke about, when you were running, or maybe even further back than that it wasn't something that was normal. You had to
Right.
be a certain size, a certain color, it was very closed-minded on what they wanted. So I just wanted to bring that out while we were talking about it. Okay, so now these questions have nothing to do with the pageant or pageantry, okay?
Okay. Okay.
or Miss Universe, okay? These are just down home simple questions, okay? So what is something that most people do on Sunday? What is something that you think most people do on Sunday?
Meditate, go to church, those types of things. And I love my Sundays, my Sabbath, and I'm able to just decompress.
Okay, I was gonna say sleep, but okay, meditation.
That too.
Okay.
That too.
Yes. And like I said, very simple. I want, what is the loudest animal at the zoo?
I have been to the zoo, and I think it's a cross between the elephant and the monkey. Those monkeys were cutting up, if you know what I mean. They are loud. So
Okay, but listen, the monkeys. I just went to the Fort Worth Zoo and they were asleep. So yes, they was. But the lion was the number one answer. The lion, the king of the jungle. But
I forgot.
I'm scared about these monkeys now. Okay, so I have another one.
They sleeping on.
What is something that kids they be sleeping? Name something that kids give to their fathers on Father's Day. What is a gift?
Oh, cologne.
Okay, well, listen, let's get some claps to that. Yes. Because the fathers are so tired of getting ties. They so tired of getting ties and socks. Titus, what's something you want on Father's Day?
What?
What is something that you want on Father's Day? That you would want on Father's Day?
Something I would want on Father's Day, some Jordans.
Okay. Okay. Just one pair. It's not a hard ask, right? Just $100 pair of shoes. Okay. We gonna move right along. We got one more question for you. What is something a man will want more of?
From whom?
Oh, that wasn't a part of the question. Just
well, okay. I'll have to say men want more respect.
Okay.
That's not what you wanted.
No. It's perfectly fine. I wanted to see what your answer was going to be because I know sometimes when you have different like the Miss Universe, you come out and you have to answer these questions like, what would you do for world peace? I wanted to know like how would you answer that question? What would you do for world peace? What is something that you would do?
Well, I think that it all starts with you. So little small things day to day, I can be more peaceful. I can show myself peaceful. I can show myself friendly, as the Bible would say. I can help my fellow man. I can give advice. I can teach somebody about the Bible, you don't want me to start preaching in here, do you? But, I believe that sometimes our peace comes from, there's no prayer in the schools. They've taken everything away. And so if we bring some of those things back, maybe we'll have our peace back.
All right. Thank you. And in a time like today, just want to say to the parents of the school shooting, we send our condolences here on TTNT and our prayers are with you. So thank you for saying that about the prayer in the school. And I will give it back over to Titus to get us some more information about the pageant.
All right, guys. So this is the really juicy stuff because Miss Beckley has an event that's coming up at the end of July, and I just want to know. First, tell us the name of the pageant, if you will.
Sure. Thank you, Titus. The name of the pageant is the Miss Glamour Scholarship Pageant. And glamour is a play on words because this all started from our GLAM curriculum. And GLAM is GLAMM, and it's an acronym for Girls Learning About Manners and More. And so what I do is teach etiquette workshops, teaching ladies how to sit, how to stand properly, how to eat, dining is a big thing. I think it was Takara had asked a question earlier about how to have confidence at work, those types of things. Well, I believe etiquette is a big part of that. If you know how to dress appropriately, if you don't have on jeans where everybody else has on, an evening gown, that, this just builds confidence in the workplace. And we can wear our crowns any way that we want to, but we have to exude, our intelligence, our confidence, those types of things. So this is a little flyer for all of the little glam classes that we
just hold it up for a second and let the camera get it. Hold it up, bring it a little bit close. There you go. So we can see those dates: January 22nd, February 26th, March the 26th, April the 23rd. These are some dates that I think have already passed, but you haven't missed everything because we have, it looks like we say May the 28th is the new one, June 25th, and July the 30th. Okay.
July the 30th is what the scholarship pageant. And this is, all of these culminates into the scholarship pageant. I feel like you would be ready once you attend these classes, and it's not too late. We do have our class in May in Austin, Texas. So we're going on the road and we're going to do the class in Austin, Texas. However, you can join on Zoom. So, now our students or our young people are able to manipulate Zoom. They're very comfortable with it after the pandemic. So we are able to host those classes online. And if you come to a class, that is a reduction in your entry fee for the pageant. And we have other ways to work with you on the entry fee. I just want everybody who wants to participate to be able to participate. It's not about money with us. We just want to be able to give scholarships to people. And this is the Miss Glamour Scholarship Pageant. It's going to be Saturday, July the 30th. And that's our winner from the previous year. Of course, we had to stop for a couple of years because of COVID. But this is Cameron, the one I told you is going to school in pre-med and going to be a doctor. Love it, love it. But she's also picked up some scholarship dollars. So when I was in pageantry, I had so much money from scholarships that I actually went on to start studying for my master's. I didn't want to just leave the money on the table. So I started. So these children have the opportunity to win scholarship dollars. So in the pageant, the contestants, all of the contestants will model casual glam wear. And I have to say glam wear because, of course, it's a play on our name, but we don't want them to think that casual wear means something that you wear around the house.
No bonnet.
No, please don't wear your bonnet or your robe or your. Now I saw them play at the bus stop the other day with their house slippers on. I think that's a thing now. I didn't know that was a thing, but the ages, we start at 4 years old, even though I have seen a beautiful 3-year-old that might, convince me to go a little bit lower. However, start at 4 years old. And like I said, we go up to 100. There's a group for everyone. They'll all model casual glam wear. Then they'll all model evening wear. So this can be a T-length gown or a long gown. And we can help you with those gowns if need be. And some of the contestants, if you're 13 years through 24 years, you're going to have an interview with the judges, a 3-minute interview with the judges, also an on-stage question, which comes from that interview. And because of the interviews that I did in pageantry, I was not afraid when it came down to interviewing for a job. I was ready. I knew how to dress. I knew how to speak. So I believe it just prepared me. And that's what I'm trying to do for the girls. So we do have sponsors. We take donations. All of this goes to our scholarship. And we are a nonprofit organization. So it's tax deductible. And so we appreciate any donations that we can get.
Are the participants limited to Texas residents? Is a question I'm seeing.
No. Anybody in America can participate in this pageant. And we were going to try to see how we can do a Zoom pageant. We couldn't get that part together, but we will. This is our 4th year doing the pageant here in Texas, in Arlington at the Hilton Garden Inn South. That's off of I-20 in Arlington. And they've always been very good to us.
So is there going to be like a talent piece in this?
Thank you for saying that, Titus. Sometimes I have to dust the pipes off myself, blow or whatever. But yes, so the talent competition is strictly optional. If someone wants to participate, I want to encourage people to participate. And the girl who won last year, she did not win the first year that she was in it. So she played the bassoon the first time, and then the second time she did a praise dance. So, very well-rounded, talented young ladies. We accept anybody. And then there's a talent winner for the juniors, and also for the adults, there's a talent winner. And then if we have a People's Choice division, so the people will vote on their People's Choice, and that's also an area that you might excel in. But those are the categories that we have. Oh, I'm sorry, photogenic, Miss Photogenic. Okay. So the contestants submit pictures. Okay, Pam, I see you finding the light. I see. Well, you look so great. I was thinking Tam should have done something I need to come by your house one day.
Yes, glam. Listen, one thing that we have to say, glam takes a long time. If you really have the time, oh my goodness. Like, I just want to commend you on just everything, because it's just flawless. Glam takes a long time. So that's what we were saying about the Kardashians. A lot of people sometimes use them as a negative, outlook, because everybody can't look like that. But do you know those girls, they're in the makeup chair from 3 a.m. in the morning till, you know what I'm saying, right before a photo shoot, literally working on a face and some hair. Like, to be glam. And that's why I say beauty is only skin deep, because what really lasts a lifetime is what's on the inside. You can be beautiful outside, something happened to your outer appearance, and whatever it's on the inside is what carries you. I even believe that may be one of the things why you were a winner as well, because like I said, I have the pleasure of knowing a little bit about you, is the same way that you're here, very articulate and things like that. You're the same person in real life, well, you're consistent, and that's something to really look up to and look to be, is somebody that is very consistent, treats people well, not just let me get my hair together, some nice clothes, because what is that can take you, outside? Because we didn't really get to it today, but you said you're a nonprofit organization that even speaks to helping out the community, right. Volunteer hours, being a beacon in your community. So yes, when you said well-rounded, it literally is well-rounded on how you treat people, how you act within yourself, and then being a scholar academically. We talk about the grades too, really putting the full package together and being the best that you can be. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And, I live by a motto that Maya Angelou said: nobody's going to remember what your hair looked like. Nobody's going to remember what gown you had on. People remember how you made them feel. And so it's just, it goes without saying, I just want to be a good person all around. I tell my girls, and, people sometimes say, don't bring the Lord into it, but I can't help it. It's who I am. But you're a representative of him also in everything that you do. So put your best foot forward in everything.
Yeah.
Go 100, even if it's wrong. I go.
So I want to make sure that we get all these questions answered for those that are interested. We did have a question about how do people register, and we want to make sure that we answer the question about how can the community help.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for your questions. You can register by going to our website, and it's www.lisablakelyproductions.com. And there is a link that'll take you straight to the registration page. We do appreciate that. We love that when people register and register early. We love it. Also, you can sign up for the GLAM classes that way on the website. You can also just send me a message on Facebook or however you want to do it, and I can send you a personalized link or talk to you about any questions that you have. I'm here. And, that's the biggest thing. I want to be there for my girls. I want them to tell me what they're doing cheerleading. One is a wrestler, a weightlifter. I mean, these girls are fantastic. And I want to know if I can go to their games or just support them in any kind of way, or even if they just need someone to talk to. Sometimes there were things I couldn't talk to my mom about, even though I love her to death, but she didn't need to know everything. But if you want a listening ear, of course, I never would give anybody advice that didn't go with what the Bible says. And or what their mom probably is saying, but I definitely can listen. I definitely can listen. And so I see people putting my website into the chat, and I appreciate it.
Yes. When we share this video, we'll make sure as we share the video on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, however, that we have that website as well. My question, are you gonna show up to the volleyball? You said you show up to the games or to
Yes.
the in all of this?
Yeah. I love it, Coach
This is
Tam.
the package. This is what we need.
I know. And you saw me get to the volleyball game late that time because I had the glam the same day. So that goes without saying. I already have a lot going on just because I'm trying to promote the pageant, but I will definitely be there and I heard that you all were second place, and that was awesome. Yes. Congratulations. Yeah. But some of my glam girls were singing at graduations and just doing a number of things, praise dancing. And I'm just so proud of the girls. And I want to follow them through their whole, career till they get older. I say I don't have children, but I adopt all of my glam girls.
Yes, that is how it is when you're a teacher or you work with kids. It's truly a ministry. It truly is, because they need so much love and it takes a village. And I promise you, if I had somebody in my village that had a crown on, I may be worse than I am now.
That's too funny. That's too funny.
I'm done.
Well, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you're going to say something. Go ahead.
Yes, we need your final remarks.
Well, okay. Thank you for letting me attend. I mean, I just have had a blast. I was wondering, what was I going to talk about for an entire hour? And the hour is like already gone. And you guys are so much fun. I do appreciate it. And Titus, earlier they were asking, what would somebody like to hold of yours? I want those specs. I think they can make me look a hair more intelligent. So those are some nice specs. I appreciate those. And I was going to ask if anybody knows one little etiquette tip that I can leave with everyone. Anybody knows what timeliness means? So to be on time, you have to be what? Early. 15 minutes early means that you're on time. So if you're 5 minutes early, you're actually 10 minutes late. So I just left that with you guys, just food for thought. Not meaning to step on anybody's toes, because it took me a while to get in with technical difficulties. So I was a little bit behind schedule.
It's solely okay. At the end of the day, actually, I mean, we have you come in a little bit early, but you pressed play right on time, right when you were supposed to. So everybody, when you're doing shows or pageants, what did you say? Don't let nobody see you sweat. So nobody's seen the sweat. Exactly. We got it out. Nobody's seen it.
Here's my device would not connect. And I had it all set up so it'd be centered and everything would look right. Hey, we just keep going, right? We just press.
Right. Yes, ma'am. And we may have to have you to come on to interview some of our future guests shows. You did really good. So we really appreciate you. I'm gonna let Titus, because he loves doing the end of the show. So I'm gonna let Titus do the end of the show.
Thank you again.
Yeah. It was a pleasure having you. We definitely have to have you back on, even if you just talk about etiquette and because even grown people don't know how to. So it might just be a good show. Just give pointers on how to dress, maybe, fashion tips on what to do when you're going out to an interview, or if you're going out on a date, because some people all they know is McDonald's, but they may want to go to different places.
Let's talk about McDonald's. I would love to hear you talk about the different formal wear, dress wear, business casual, because it's layers to it. You say, oh, well, wear something, don't wear your casual clothes, but there's layers to being dressy, right? That's overly dressing and underdressing. So I would love to hear that. Yeah.
So give us your handles on how they can find you on social media, just in case somebody wants to reach out to you.
Okay. And I know my girls will probably put it in the chat because I'm not the greatest social media expert, but I'm getting better. But on Instagram, the Miss Glamour Scholarship Pageant. I'm sorry, Miss Glamour Pageant is Instagram. And then Facebook, we have Miss Glamour Pageant also. And then we also have Lisa Blakely Productions on Facebook. So I think I'm on TikTok and stuff now. I haven't been for a while, but I have to get y'all have to teach me all these things. I'm just not,
We
ready.
got you. We can help you out.
We
And
can
you,
set up a
wait,
session.
before you say something, really, really quickly, you said you were a 501c3. You were a nonprofit organization.
Yes.
Is it okay if young kids come or tell them how can they get volunteer hours? Because I know National Honor Society, some of these, pristine awards that the kids just got, they need some
Yeah.
volunteer hours for the summer, and they have one more day of school. How can they get some volunteer hours as well?
Well, if they come to the pageant and want to volunteer, we need young men to be escorts to escort these young ladies. We need ushers. We need ticket takers. We need people to help in the back, help the little girls to zip their clothes and do things. So there are numerous opportunities that they can do over the summer. We also have different programs through the year, like our socks for seniors and socks for the homeless and the elderly and those types of things when it's cold. Those are just some things that are popping up in my mind. But just go to lisablakelyproductions.com or just send me a message on any of those handles, and I'll talk to you about it.
Okay.
Well, you guys, you heard it here, so y'all know how we get down. Go follow this lady, this phenomenal lady, Miss
Oh, thank you.
Lisa Blakely herself, Miss United Texas, United States. Yes,
Texas United America. It's a,
United America.
you did well. You did well
Okay,
to even get that.
go follow her. Share this video so we can get
Mhm.
people made aware of the contest and the etiquette classes to boost your confidence, and then maybe your daughter could be the next pageant winner.
Mhm.
So you never know. Get them involved. You already looking for you're already looking for something for your child to do for the summer.
Mhm.
Look no further. All right, so we're ready to get out of here. But like I say, this is a show where we spotlight indie artists, entrepreneurs, and everyday people. And one of our hosts, listen, if you need your eyelashes done, if you need your makeup beat like Mike Tyson beat Mayweather spoon, you want to get with your girl Tam and let her hook you up.
Mhm.
Let her,
Madam Secretary, it's okay.
what is that? Cross your T's? Is it T zone?
Oh, it's a T line, it's a contour.
The
Get on
contour,
in there.
contour. Let
Get
her
on
get you
in.
just right. She can do that for you, but bless it. It's gonna be a little. It's gonna be a fee, but it's okay, cause
Listen.
that's gonna raise your levels up, right? It's gonna raise your levels
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Then she can also fit you. She has fit me on various occasions. She can do hair. Like
They
she's
may
just
not know what you mean by fit you, Titus. I can
outfit.
style
I'm
you.
saying? Style. I'm saying?
Style.
I styled
Yeah.
me today. So I would give her the credit if I thought y'all thought it was good. I'm saying? So y'all thought I feel right, I'm saying? I'm inspired by my friend. But
Yeah.
she fits me way better than this on just my outings and stuff like that. When you see Titus Glenn in the streets having to sing somewhere, more than likely I was fit by Madam Secretary herself.
Styled. Uh-huh. He said fit. For the people that don't know what fit means,
Styled,
style. There
styled,
you
yes. So get with your girl. If you
go.
need a dope song, you need a songwriter, you need somebody to produce for you, you need a songwriting coach. Get with your boy Titus Glenn. Also join us every Monday night, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, where we are building a songwriting community. We're creating a hub. We're putting some songs down. Songs from this group is getting ready to be recorded. We're going to release that date very, very soon for those that want to partake and just come and be a part of that experience. But that is our show, guys. And go cop that new single if you ain't copped it. Titus Glenn, New Beginning. www.titusglenn.com and let it bless your life. And
Let's
my
tell them
man,
the other shows that we have the rest of the week, because we are not just on Wednesdays or on Mondays. We have other days.
so if you didn't catch the show yesterday about boundaries, you want to go back and look for the video Madam Letters to Madam on every Tuesday at 7 o'clock, TTNT on Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we have Lyric Talk, which is a show about lyrics, and we dive into just having a discussion around those lyrics every Friday at noon. Y'all, we out here putting out this work, putting out this content because this is what we do. So we love y'all. I think that's everything. If
That's
not,
everything.
go back and look at the videos. Look at scroll type. Scroll.
Just
Everything
scroll.
there. All right. So we love you guys. Mwah, 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 mwah. And we out, y'all. See y'all later.